I am a renovation victim, and for the past months, I have invited my ID into this exciting phase of my life, and he has so irresponsibly turned it into one of the most challenging yet memorable one for me and my family. Many have shared their own version of renovation nightmares and the various underhand schemes deployed by their IDs and the legal barriers that hinder a fair remedy. As a result, all victims got out of the situation a loser. I am going to show that renovation victims or victims of all sorts should not suffer in silence or in shame or hindered by some legal barriers. In order to deliver this clapback, it not only has to be heard far and wide, it has to be remembered. This is my story, and this is payback time.
Daddy finger, where are you?
But first, I need a name for my YouTube channel. Something realistic. Something not so over the top. And something relatable. Music. I have a lot to cover, but I'm getting a little bit tired from the excessive editing. So let me give you a gist of what I have experienced during this period. To give you a brief context, we have engaged our ID to oversee all subcontract work in this renovation, including plumber installation work. This following incidents is going to help you characterize the type of ID we are dealing with. Shortly after installing the shower head, we found that it had started leaking. We texted our ID to get the plumber to fix the leakage. We sent him this video for better clarity. We waited and there was no reply. So we texted him again 45 minutes later. After that, I went about my usual errands as part of the moving in process. In the meantime, I texted a random plumber hoping to get some help. This was his reply.
This one quite new ne. Where you buy you see got any warranty or not?
Having gotten that response, I reached out to the retailer, who then contacted the supplier. All parties responded on an urgent basis.
已经问你是哪里漏水，因为你现在拍哈有一点模糊，你可以指给我们是哪一个部分漏水。
Having gone through the whole cycle of communication with all relevant parties, it is certain that the plumber installation is at fault. In the evening, we came back to this. After 我换了那个桶, I ran out searching for this, believing that I can fix it myself. Mommy! Mommy! 漏水了, Mommy! All the rest that happened after this massive leakage were documented on my IG account. This phase deserves a massive following. So follow me. Fast forward to the next Monday. There is still no reply from my ID, who is my only point of contact. He has officially ghosted us. Ignoring us is like ignoring the cries of the billions of people who lack clean water. Which brings us to the next segment. A brand new game show called Where is my ID? In this segment, we'll go around asking relevant parties on the whereabouts of our ID. Hopefully, just hopefully, one of them can find him. First stop, PUB. With the billions of people who lack clean water, and with the overwhelming and merciless support to avenge the loss suffered by our Mother Nature, who is better to answer our question than our biggest supplier of clean fresh water in Singapore? So I went to the PUB Facebook page and wrote them a post hoping to compensate the Mother Nature out of my own pocket, and of course asking the question, where is my ID? You can read the full post here on my Facebook page. Follow me in this quest to find my ID. Okay, cut! 导演啊，下一站哪里啊？你帮边哈。Now that we have come to the end of this episode, and since my renovation is yet to be over and far from what was initially planned, there is no sad music that is sadder than my voice right now. So we shall end this episode on this pretty sad voice of mine. Music.